If you're going to be going to look for books anytime soon, I think one of the fascinating, certainly the most fascinating, creative, and in a sense kind of mysterious kind of groups, the Kinks. Two brothers, Dave Davies, power guitar, and Ray Davies, you heard him singing, had a group during the 60s that defied, I think, that defied, I'm sorry, Dave, that defied description.
You're doing great.
Okay, thanks. Here, let's just relax and stretch a little bit. We have Dave Davies of the Kinks, who is performing Belly Up. I told you, he's never been to Belly Up in Solana Beach.
I've heard that the sound is supposed to be really good there.
The sound is great. People are great.
We'll soon disperse that myth.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock tonight at Belly Up. We'll be telling you.
It should be rocking. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, are you just waking up here? I know this is kind of early for a musician, huh?
Yeah, well, it is. It's early for a writer. It's early for anybody.
Well, I know. You can see the results.
But,
what you been doing lately besides writing a book?
Writing a book. Just dropped my microphone.
Okay, it happens.
Just dropped my microphone. No, at least you know this is live TV. Look at this.
You got it?
And how am I doing here?
You're doing great.
Terrible. Right, I've got a book out.
Yeah, if you just leave it there,
oh, I'm sorry, you're so organised. I don't know what to do with myself.
Dave Davies, okay, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You have done it all.
But it's a journey, really. It's a story about a musician's life as well. Although sex, drugs, and rock and roll play a significant part, it's still really a journey. And try it, have a read of it. It covers a lot of other things that I'm personally interested in as well.
You come so far. I mean, you talk about the early years. Can you how would you describe the Kinks? Because it was like as if you all really didn't care. You didn't go the whole major publicity kind of thing. You were kind of like the group for thinking rockers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the consummate amateurs, Kinks. I mean, I think a lot of it is that in the early days, we weren't very well groomed. We weren't very well, we were probably ungroomable. Whereas even like when the Beatles, even the Stones first came to America, they had like a PR team that, they had ties and they trimmed their hair back to make them more acceptable to American public.
Y'all were more like new wave. Y'all were more like,
We were just scruffy kids, and they were just scruffy adults. No, but, yeah, I don't know, we sort of have had our ups and downs in the music business.
I interviewed your brother, Ray, and when he was here with the La Jolla...
fascinating for you.
Well, no, I'm going to tell you about him. I don't want to hear that rubbing thing. He was here because at the La Jolla Playhouse, he did that the music to Around the World in 80 Days. And I was talking to him, and I had said, well, people had said he's a jerk to interview. And what I found was I was wondering why he was there in the first place. He didn't seem particularly thrilled. But you know what made me nervous about him? I thought he was going to erupt at any minute. I know he wouldn't have, but I just had the feeling. I mean, you're a lot easier going, and you all haven't had the easiest relationship yourselves.
No, I mean, it's just hard working with family at the best of times. I think it's just unfortunate that Ray and I are very different. We have very different views about the world and about music and about everything. You name it, food, everything. And but I think it's helped us from a creative point of view because it's you've got more to draw on, more information to draw on.
How does it change? I mean, because you went through in the 70s. I mean, I don't like it to sound cliche, like a spiritual awakening or something like that, but you kind of turned your life around because you weren't getting anywhere the road you were headed.
No, I went through a very confused state in the early 70s, and
did everyone in your business?
I think a lot of people did. I think it's the nature of what you do. It's the attention that you get. It's to do with the fact that that drugs will always so easily available. Yeah. And it's really a very stressful job being in the music business. I think a lot fall by the wayside purely because of the temptation that there is to get, feel confident. And people are very fragile. You get any human being and just pull them out of normal everyday environment and place them in this focus and attention. It's going to be quite a traumatic experience for anybody. But I had a difficult time, but I worked at it myself.
Yeah.
I did yoga and I took up meditation, and I got inside to realise that I have to deal with things outside.
Yeah.
And that was a very important lesson for me, but I cover aspects of it in the book.
And you